Of all the incredible archaeological finds that have been found in Israel over the past many decades, probably one of the most important and significant ones has been a bath. Shalom, my friends. This is Akiva Gersh with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. Now, let me be more specific, not just a regular bath, but let's just also zoom out for a second. For the past many decades, all right, Israeli archaeologists have been digging all over the land of Israel and finding unbelievable and incredible and significant finds of all kinds, dating back hundreds of years, thousands of years, many thousands of years, taking us back to different eras and different times of Jewish history. And amongst the things that they have found coins, they found things with Hebrew writing on it. They have found all kinds of ceramics and clay vessels. An abundance of findings have been shared with the public over the past many decades. But one of the most significant things is a bath, but not just a normal bath. It's a purification bath called a mikveh. Now, a mikveh is very significant in Jewish life still today, but much more so in ancient times. Because in ancient times, there was such a thing as purity and impurity. There are many things that can make a person or a thing impure. And if that happened, that person or that thing had to go through some kind of purification process. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes this purification bath was needed in order to make the thing pure again. And that purification bath, again, is called a mikveh. Now, we have mikvahs today used for different kinds of things, but the mikvahs back then were used for many other things that we don't have to use them for today, because we don't have this whole world of purity and impurity the way that we did back in more ancient times. And that's because the temple no longer stands, right? The last time that there was a temple in Jerusalem was 2,000 years ago. And with the temple standing in Jerusalem, there was an ability to purify certain things that can't be purified today. It's a little bit complicated. We won't go into all the details, but I think that's enough to say for now. And as a result, the mikvah played a much more central role in Jewish life back then. Again, it is still used, it is still very important today, but back then it was even more used and even more important. All right, and Israeli archaeologists have found mikvahs, right, these purification baths, all over the country, especially in Jerusalem, right? Because before anyone came up into the temple itself, whether it was a regular kind of Jew or one of the Kohanim, one of the priests who were working there, they had to go into the mikveh. They had to fully immerse themselves in the purification bath before going up so that they would be completely pure. Let me take a moment to just explain what this mikveh is, right? It is a bath. It looks kind of like a regular kind of bath, usually with stairs going down into it, allowing the person going in to more easily submerge themselves entirely in the waters of the mikveh, right? Because in order to go from impure to pure, they have to go underneath the water fully, not even a hair sticking out, right? So that's why the stairs kind of help them to get deeper into the waters. Then they would submerge themselves in the waters, and just one time being underneath the water, they came out and they're entirely pure, right? For Jerusalem, right, they needed a lot of mikvahs in order to provide for the massive amounts of people that came 3 times a year for the pilgrimage festivals, Passover, Shavuot, and Sukkot. And of course, archaeologists found a massive number of mikvahs on the southern side of the Temple Mount in Jerusalem that would accommodate that number of people coming those specific times of the year. But it wasn't only in Jerusalem. Archaeologists found mikvahs all over the place, including on the top of Masada, in the middle of the Judean desert, on the shores of the Dead Sea, to show that what was happening on top of Masada, right, where 1,000 Jews were living during and after the Great Revolt, more so after the revolt in the year 70 until the year 73 CE, that they brought with them not only themselves to survive, but they brought with them Jewish culture and Jewish life. And one of the things that they made there on top of Masada, in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere, was a mikvah, right? And that was a real symbol for the Jewish life that they were bringing, that they were restoring, and that they were continuing, right? And in fact, it's very interesting to see that the word mikvah, right, Hebrew for purification bath, is the same exact letters as the word tikvah, right? As in like the national anthem of the state of Israel, Ha Tikvah, right, which means hope. okay? And mikvah and hope are very, very connected, because throughout the ages, throughout the centuries, including today, a mikvah has always been an essential part of Jewish life that was necessary to continue Jewish life. And really, this idea of hope is really intertwined with that. That by building the mikvah, by using the mikvah, we have the hope, right? No matter what we're facing, no matter what adversity we are going up against, that we will survive, we will continue, and that we will be able to have a bright and positive Jewish future. So that's a little bit about the mikvah, one of the greatest archaeological finds here in Israel today, and they keep finding more and more of them all over this land, right? Really showing the beautiful connection between the ancient past, the strong Jewish present, and the bright and beautiful Jewish future here in this land.